What can we say about Mara and Bitcoin? Guys, we have a plan in place to make over 40% on this next run up. Hey guys, welcome. Johnny here. Welcome to the Investing for Beginners community where I showcase to you how you can beat the stock market. Now, if you like that kind of stuff, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. I'll never sell you an alert, sell you a course, or anything like that. This is all free information. I'm not a financial advisor. I will not tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. All I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market. So let's go, guys. Mara in Bitcoin has been kind of weird. Now, I knew it was going to pump up. I hope you guys caught this, because if you didn't, you missed out on an amazing play here, guys. If you were holding Mara even just for a day, you could have seen anywhere from 20 to as high as 36%. Now, 20% in a single day was amazing on February 26th. Now, if you would have held overnight, then you could have gained an additional 10% and got you over 30% total profit holding overnight. Now, again, that is a little bit scary and a little bit crazy to do, but if you would have, you would have made some money. Now, those day traders out there that made the 23% profit in a single day, hats off to you, gentlemen. Thanks for joining the Discord and shouting out those so that we can make some money. Guys, some 20% on $1,000, that's 200 bucks. 200 bucks in a single day on a single company. Now, check this out. Bitcoin is up $62,000. Their past month, they're up $44,000. That means you could have bought it at this company 42,000 bucks. Okay, doesn't mean you have to buy $42,000. I certainly would not invest $42,000 into this company, because I would not put in my entire portfolio into this one thing. Now, what I did do was I did put a couple $1,000s into it because I wanted to see it run up. Now, did I take a month? No, it actually took about a week. Now, I bought in at the $38,000 mark, which, whoa, geez Louise, it was around January, I thought. Right around here. So January 23rd, I bought it at the $38,000 mark. So we're going to showcase that right here for, well, you can't really showcase that for Bitcoin, but for Mara. But say, so January, the $38,000 mark, was able to run it up to about the $60,000 mark, lock in some profits, because it did start dip right here. And I was like, I don't want to lose any of my profits. So I did sell and made quite a bit of money on Bitcoin, and also made some money on this run up right here. Now, that is not necessarily the point. All I want to showcase to you is what I did previously to make some money, and now what we're going to do in the future to make some more money. Now, past performance does not predict future performance, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to showcase to you what I think is going to happen with Mara, Bitcoin, and the future outlook of what this is going. This is a price prediction. That's why you're watching. Now, as you can see on the one day, you get some significant areas where you could have made some money, as low as 61 and as high as 62.5, back down to 61, and back up to 60, almost $3,000. Okay. Now it's trailing back down. Each one of these time and opportunities, you could have made money in what? Mara. Okay, so as you see, this is the 1 day chart. It did do some damage there. 1 week it is going up. Now, there is good news about Bitcoin, which is driving the price higher, and obviously the stock market is kind of crashing. Gold is kind of messing up. There's all kinds of stuff going on politically, blah, 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 blah. A lot of stuff going on. But that's all noise. That is all noise. What is this company doing? What is it doing? It's making an M. What is this? It's a either double top or a double bottom. Okay, so with that said, it's driving up. It got its resistance here in this resistance zone level, pushed down to this support level. Okay, well, there you go. We have established a support and a resistance level. For everyone that's new, this is like the ground floor, and this is like the ceiling of your house. When you jump on the floor, you can technically bounce and jump up off the floor. Now, you can only go so high, because if you were to put your hands up in the air, you would hit your hand on the ceiling and hurt your fingers. Do not try it. I do not suggest that. But the point of that is that when you do catch these resistance levels, then you can actually sometimes predict the future, and when that does happen, you have opportunities to buy and to sell, which is fantastic for people like us. Now, as you can see, it did create a new area of resistance at this area here. And this is going to create a new higher high for us in the future. Now, two things can happen. And I did draw this out about a week ago, which was on the 27th, which was just fantastic. It looks like it's playing out exactly to what I expected it to do. Now, as you can see here, it had this huge line, and I was like, okay, it's probably going to start going down. Let's create a line to showcase that. Now, it did pass through this previous resistance level and went past, which I thought was going to break and make some serious gains. And again, this does follow along with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin did start going up here, and then it stopped out and started going down. This was on the 28th. As you can see here on the 28th, a huge sell-off, which in correlation to Bitcoin itself. Now, because Bitcoin went down, let me showcase that on the 28th. 28th. Doesn't look that bad on here, but it was. 27, 28, 28, 28. So it didn't go down as bad, but it did have negative earnings, and that was another important factor. Now, Bitcoin did have negative earnings, which they did lose slightly on what they were expected. I believe it was a few cents. Now, that did drive the prices down, which, and again, is not necessarily correlated with Bitcoin. Again, a lot of investors and new people don't realize that. Well, if this is correlated with Bitcoin, Bitcoin's going up, how come it didn't keep going up? Bitcoin is kind of up and down, and in 1 week, Bitcoin's up 22%. Well, in 1 week, how come this isn't up 22%? Well, technically, if you were to buy it down here, you would have been up 43%. So, yeah, you actually would have missed out on a double-edged sword here, a double opportunity. Now, you don't have $62,000, so if you invested $100, you would have been up 22%. $1,000, you would have been up 22%. Same thing with the 43% scenario. Mara is only $27. $27 compared to $62,000. So no matter how you look at it, it's cheaper to buy Mara. Now, with that said, this was a strong indication that there was a huge upward momentum. That's all we're basically waiting for on here, is to show signs of upward momentum. Right now, it's showing consolidation, or actually selling off here. Huge sell-off going along with this line that I created. Now, it doesn't have to go along with this line. As you can see here, it's not perfectly going along with it. Now, it also has its EMA lines and stuff like that, which I could showcase a little bit better in another video later, but it's not hitting this main line here. As it goes down, we're hoping that it hits this bottom about $23, $22, and then we will ride it up again from this bottom mark, say 24, 25, and we could ride it back up to the $34 mark, which is a 40% profit. Remember, I said 40% return on your investment. Now, this is possible through Mara. It's also possible through Bitcoin. Just hold Bitcoin for 1 month. It already did it. Look at that, 44% in a single month. From 42,000 to 62,000. Now, again, you could invest $100. You can invest $10 right now. $10! And you would have made $4.40. Okay? Or you could invest at $1,000 and almost got a tenth of a Bitcoin, a 16th of a Bitcoin, and made $440. Not bad. What if you had 10 grand? What if you had 10 grand? You'd have a 16th, okay, that's a 16th. You'd have a 16th, almost a 20th of a Bitcoin. Okay, so almost a quarter of a fifth, almost a fifth of a Bitcoin with 10 grand. And if you would have invested it here at the 43, that would have been a quarter of it. You would have been up 44. You'd have been up $4,400 in a month. And you would still have your 10 grand, guys. That's what mind blowing. Keep your 10 grand in, take your 4,000 out. You have 4,000 to use. That's almost half the money you have in. Or take your whole 10,000 out if you really had to, and boom, keep your 4,000 in and let your 4,000 ride out another 44%. And you get 40% on 4,000. Okay. Now, supposedly Bitcoin is going to go up to $100,000. I believe it. And that's my personal opinion. That's what I think. I do think Bitcoin's going to go up to $100,000, $120,000, $200,000. If it doesn't, well, hey, I got stop losses set. I got other money in different areas. I don't have all my money in Bitcoin like some people do. And I don't advise that you do that either. And make sure that you only invest what you can afford to lose, guys. The way I think about money right now and investing is, or I guess not now, but when I first started, I wanted to grow my account. And I was like, I'm never going to use my money ever. I'm going to grow it to $1 million. But the thing is you don't really have to grow it to $1 million to use it. I've seen and I personally done where you can invest $5,000 to $10,000 and comfortably make a living using simple strategies, buy and hold. It's not hard, guys. You pick out good companies, you pick out solid news, 30% on Dell. You know, if only you had $1,000, that's $300 in a day. You know, even if that's $300 on that one trade for the week, that's a $300 a week trade for a little extra income in your pocket. Or just keep it in there and put it in, or just keep it on Dell and just have Dell go up. There's a lot of ways to invest, and this is just one of them. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you saw value in it. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button. Watch something else that is one of mine. And I will see you guys on Monday, where we live stream every morning. You can share your thoughts and your questions and ideas with other people just like me. Ask me questions. See me trading, buying and selling, and all of that live just for you guys to see. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you there. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss. Click the link below to join the Discord, and you can see my daily watch list, stuff like that. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.